Breaking news, Vikings Nation. The first revelation is about to detonate inside US Bank Stadium, and it starts with a whisper that turned into a roar across the practice fields this week. The kind of controlled gamble that tells a locker room, we're closer than the outsiders think. A silent star on the edge ramped up from caution to confidence. The training staff played the long game, and the coaches mapped every step like a playoff week. And then boom, Thursday looked different. Brighter, meaner, faster. Two key shifts on the practice report, one of them a full-go upgrade for a pass rush pillar. The other a carefully planned rest day for a cornerstone protector, had the building buzzing, and by Friday the question wasn't if, it was how much can he give right now. This is the heartbeat of a team at a crossroads, a defense surging, an offensive line bracing for a trench war, and a fan base waiting for the green light that changes the entire math against Cincinnati. And yes, a Friday injury report landed like a hammer. Some names out, some names doubtful, but one decision could flip the chessboard before kickoff. Exclusive update for Vikings Nation. You're not ready for what just hit Minnesota, because the first shock is about to pull the curtain on a storyline that's been simmering for months and might explode tonight. If this is the rise, not the reset, then everything about the 2025 Vikings changes. Right now. And if this fired you up, prove purple pride beats green envy. Drop a like, call out the Packers in the comments, and hit subscribe to make this channel a fortress against every rival who doubts us. But hold on. As shocking as that is, the next update cuts even deeper. It started without a name, just a hint. A veteran pass rusher moved like the shackles were off, the hand fighting sharp, the bend real, the get off wicked. And suddenly Thursday wasn't maintenance, it was momentum. Then the reveal. Jonathan Greenard went full participant, the kind of all systems go that tells an offensive coordinator across the field to recheck every protection call twice before the ball is snapped, because one wrong slide and the pocket is going to collapse like wet cardboard. Greenard's upgrade to full-on Thursday wasn't just a box checked. It was a signal to Brian Flores to empty a few more pages of the pressure menu, to stack simulated creepers with wide nines and force the Bengals' timing into chaos. And here's the twist that made the building hold its breath. Christian Darrisaw, the blindside anchor, took a planned rest day after a full-go Wednesday. Not a setback, not a scare. A chess move, a throttle control. A deliberate step in a return arc designed to peak on Friday and convert to green on Sunday. That's how contenders treat stars. Precision, not panic. Are we seeing the front seven sharpening the knife, while the left tackle heals just enough to matter in the moment that counts? Do you trust the plan when it's this intentional? When Thursday restraint births Friday aggression? If you believe this defense eats first and asks questions later, if you believe Flores plus Greenard tilts fields, hit subscribe. Make the comment section a line of scrimmage rivals can't cross. And just when fans thought it couldn't get crazier, here comes the next bombshell. Friday arrived, and the printout didn't lie. The final injury report spoke with cold clarity. Names in black and white, statuses that shape Sunday. The headline hit like a punch. The rookie signal caller sidelined, the pulse of the huddle on ice for now, while the center position teeters on contingency plans and cadence chemistry. But then came the pivot. The one that changes how the Bengals rush, how the Vikings call outside zone, how play action feels off the left hash. Christian Darrisaw marked as questionable, not closed, not shelved, but very much in that corridor where Friday's response to workload decides everything. Kevin O'Connell didn't tip his hand, but the tea leaves from the week said it all. A good Wednesday, a measured Thursday, let's see the knee tomorrow Friday that could unlock the most important jersey on the offensive line. If Darrisaw goes, the outside zone widens, the boot game breathes, the backside cutoff becomes a weapon again. And the playbook reopens to those dagger concepts that need half a heartbeat more to hit. If he doesn't, it's grit and grind, chip and release, and quick game with surgical precision. This is the inflection point. Trench strength versus time. A statement about who controls contact. Do you trust the men in the room to make the right call by sunrise? Do you want aggression with guardrails or safety with sacrifice? If purple faith outweighs orange noise, smash that like and light up the comments with skull, because this is about identity, not convenience. But that's not the only fire burning inside this franchise. The next revelation is even more explosive. Zoom out to the city's heartbeat. The Star Tribune laid it out like a coach's clicker session. The injury list is long, but the arrows are pointed forward, not down. Andrew Van Ginkel, the ice-cold hunter off the edge, is moving through the concussion protocol with the kind of steady progress that makes quarterbacks squint at the sideline and ask for the quick-out checks. Jeff Okudah's workload stepping toward full tells a different story in the secondary. Leverage, disguise, aggressiveness at the catch point. This isn't patchwork. It's sequencing. The plan all week suggested Darrisaw's rest was part of a return runway, not a flare-up, and that changes how Flores calls first down, how O'Connell sets up second and manageable, how play sequencing looks when the left edge isn't a fire drill. Picture it. Van Ginkel mugging the B-gap, Greenard outside shade, Okudah pressing with help, and suddenly Cincinnati's root trees get pruned, timing throws turn into contested prayers, and the turnover window creaks open. And on offense, even the hint of Darrisaw forces safeties to take a half step of caution on wide zone because cutback lanes become real, and the boot threat snaps linebackers' eyes in two directions. Are you ready to ride with a defense that smells blood and an offense one decision away from balance? Are rivals right to crow, or are they about to watch purple turn the lights out? If you believe in the Vikings more than you hate the Packers, smash that subscribe. Let's make this fan base louder than their excuses. Stay with me, because what comes next will flip the script in ways nobody predicted. Then came the coldest part of the sheet. The street-legal verdict on the quarterback room and the spine of the line. The ESPN injury ledger screamed it plainly. The rookie passer's ankle needs weeks, not days. And that means the plan isn't a weekend patch. It's a 2 to 4 week chess match. The huddle turns to veterans, the cadence adjusts, the protections shift to what the current triggerman sees best, and the run-pass balance must serve the quarterback, not the other way around. That's not doom, that's discipline. It's a call to put the game on precision. Protection rules clean, run fits angry, play action opportunistic, field position weaponized. With the QB timetable set in ink for the short term, the conversation flips to the men up front. Center clarity decides everything from double ID to mic points to the freedom to check at the line. And that's where Friday's statuses slam into Sunday's survival plan. If the middle communication is steady and the left edge stabilizes, the Vikings offense can play on schedule and dare Cincinnati to win on contested windows rather than broken pockets. Does that version of this team feel real to you? Bitter, professional, efficient? Are you ready to ride with defense-first swagger and a run game that lands body blows for 60 minutes? If purple grit rival hype, drop a comment with S. Cole and call out a Bengals fan. Receipts will be checked on Monday. And listen, the next chapter? It's the kind of news that divides a fan base right down the middle. Because Thursday night's quiet became Friday's confirmation. The paper doesn't blink, and the details matter. Okudah at full participation within the protocol sets up matchups the Vikings want on the outside, while a string of limiteds stayed steady without setbacks, which is exactly what a coaching staff prays for 48 hours before kickoff. In English, no late week surprises, no questionable turning into out at the last second. Just a path to Sunday that keeps the plan intact. That means Flores can hold his disguise shells a half second longer because the corners have their legs, and it means the call sheet can live in 2nd and 6 rather than 3rd and 9 if the left tackle call breaks right. The truth? This isn't about one superstar riding in on a white horse. It's about a dozen micro edges that add up. A full go here, a planned rest there, a green light in the secondary, a veteran pass rusher turning the corner at the right time. And all of it points to a knife fight in the low 20s where field position is gold and one strip sack or one backside cutoff decides the whole night. So answer this, Vikings Nation. Do you want fireworks or do you want fists? Do you think rivals understand what this building looks like when the defense hunts and the run game sets the table? If the answer is they have no idea, then like, comment, and subscribe. Make this channel the home field advantage the talking heads can't mute. But trust me, the story only gets darker from here. The next twist will leave you speechless. And if this week felt like an earthquake, what's coming next could be the aftershock that topples the whole season. Stack the truths. Greenard's full-go Thursday breathes life into Flores' third down menu. Darrisaw's carefully managed ramp gives the offense a coin to flip on Sunday that could land on dominance. The final report forces hard choices at quarterback and center that will define identity for the next month. Van Ginkel's protocol progress and Okuda's full participation rebuild the edges and the trust on the back end. And the absence of the rookie passer turns the spotlight into a test of coaching and culture. This is where teams fracture, or forge steel. The offense must value every snap like it's postseason football. Punt is fine, turnover is death, explosives are earned with patience, and when the shot comes, you take it with bad intentions. The defense must be the tone, first quarter to fourth, layers of pressure, relentless tackling, and one takeaway that flips the stadium into a thunderclap. And the fan base? The fan base has a job. Drown out doubt, make every rival comment look small, keep the purple drumbeat going until it rattles helmets. So here's the triple dare. Like this video if you bleed purple. Drop a comment roasting the Packers, Bears, and Bengals in one breath. And subscribe, because this channel is our shield wall. Think this was wild? Just wait until the rivals make their countermove, because that war is only beginning. And listen closely. The next 72 hours might be the most decisive in this franchise's history. Stay tuned, because if you thought this was the peak of chaos, the real avalanche is just starting.